Hello, everyone, and welcome back for another episode of the Alkaline Network Battle Report. I am, of course, DarkWolf. With me, as always, is Hedninger.
Ooh, what's going on, guys?
And, of course, we brought back a special guest that's been on before, Forever Azrael.
Hey, what's going on, everyone?
Uh, if you're wondering why it's been a little while for us to bring back another battle report, it's because we're really not getting a lot of news right now. It's kind of like the water faucet, I guess. Sometimes they'll turn it on for us, and other times they just turn it off.
Yeah, it was like a huge abundance of news, and now it's all slowing down.
Yeah, I think it'll start to pick up here, maybe like here in May. It'll probably start to pick up again as we get closer to the CQ release. Yeah. But some things that have come, as we all know, since the patch, tanks have basically been paper mache. And on the 19th, we got a PC patch on the server side that at least buffed the tanks back up a little bit. So instead of someone spitting at your tank and disabling it, now it actually, takes more than one rocket. Console, I don't believe they've got it. I haven't heard anything. Yeah, I don't think we've gotten anything on the console side since big patch release.
No. Hasn't.
There's more talk about what they're going to do in the next patch that comes down the pipe, which will probably come down with CQ, honestly, is probably when it'll come down. Most notably is the exploit with the Mass 26 and darts.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that needs to go. That needs to get out.
It's, I don't know what DICE's deal is with shotguns, but they can never get them right. I don't remember do you guys remember playing when Bad Company 2 first started up, where anybody who got the USAS there was absolutely a nightmare with it?
Yeah.
It was the same though when you put the, what was that attachment? Was it the 12 gauge slugs?
Yeah, slugs, and you could like
well.
snipe chopper pilots.
Like just screw your sniper rifle, just use an 870 combat and put some slugs on.
Oh, you can still do that.
Yeah, you can still do that in Bad Company 2.
I've tried doing even in Battlefield 3. I've given the slugs a go.
Yeah, Battlefield 3 with any of the shotguns with slugs, and you put a sniper scope on it, you're gonna hit whatever you aim at.
It's not even that. I don't even think it's really overpowered or underbalanced. It's actually it's effective, but it's not overkill. It's actually quite nice.
Well, the thing about it is a slug actually does travel quite a distance, and I think a lot of us are so used to the Call of Duty style of shotgun where it doesn't work unless you're 2 feet away from the guy.
Yeah, like the pellets just disappear.
That we don't think about the fact that like a normal 12 gauge shotgun is actually really effective out to about 100 and something meters with buckshot. And then you put a slug on it and a couple 100 meters.
You only gotta think about it, like those pellets aren't going anywhere except forward,
no.
So
yeah, I mean, honestly, they don't spread a whole hell of a lot. So, I mean, at point blank range, a shotgun should be a one-hit kill. Now, the flechette attachment, the dart round, at up close should be a one-hit kill, but halfway across the map, it should not be a one-hit kill.
I mean, the flechette was always supposed to be decreased damage but increased range and penetration. That was always the idea behind that.
Yeah. And up close and personal, that thing's a one-hit death machine. And if they're using the heavy barrel with like any scope on it, basically, on their rifle, they can snipe you across the map with it. So
yeah, getting killed by that is just really infuriating.
Yeah, I think that's something that everybody across all 3 platforms can really agree on, is that the dart has got to be fixed. I think something that's gotten... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, man. I was just gonna say it's just typical DICE though. Like, the fix. It's like, say, if there's 10 problems, they'll come up and fix all 10. Hands down, and everything will be fine. But then they always threw in like a curved ball.
Yeah. I don't think anyone saw this coming.
The 11th problem always comes up out of nowhere. You think, wait a minute, this wasn't here before. Why the hell's it here now?
Yeah, it's a
Well,
weird
what I
map.
think is absolutely hilarious, right, is that the M16 was not touched at all, left alone. And now everyone's crying that it's OP. I'm like, are you kidding me? They didn't do anything to it. It's still the same gun.
Yeah.
So it's comical, really.
Well, the M16's
Thanks.
always been the one that the competitive players gravitate towards.
Well, I've actually been watching a lot of Twitch lately, and I've been watching some of the guys doing like the competitive playing, and they're streaming their side of it. And pretty much everybody is either using the M16 and the 44 mag, and I've seen them switch up a few times to maybe like the F2000, but
Yeah, I figured.
it's, you know, they're pretty particular about what they want, and with competitive players, they've actually banned using the mass as well, so that tells you how bad it is.
Well, it is a confirmed exploit. There's a lot of people who don't think it is. They just think it's powerful, but it is. It's a confirmed bug. It's not supposed to perform like that.
DICE came out and said, yeah, that's a bug, we're sorry. I think that's DICE's problem in general, though, is when you say, hey, fix this shotgun, and they just kind of look at you like a monkey staring at a fish or something, you know? Huh? So, some of the other things that are kind of a royal pain in the ass right now is the L85 has no recoil if you just full auto it.
Yeah.
And same with the P90.
I'm still not entirely sure if that was intentional or not. I
No, because
really
it never
can't
used to do
tell.
that.
DICE actually said they didn't mean to do it that much. That's supposed to get changed. I don't think anyone's talked to him about the P90 yet. Which
Someone should.
someone should, because that thing
really
is a death
should.
beam.
That's what
I don't know what it is, but that thing is a death beam from any range.
Yeah, I was using that on that 100 kill Metro, and it was just unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean, all you got to do, you've got 50 rounds, point, hold trigger, and go. And you will mow through people. And it's ridiculous, really, because if you're aiming, like on PC, if you've played PC long enough, you know exactly where the person's head is. And if it's a fatal funnel, you just hold the trigger down on that one spot and take out 10 people in a row.
Yeah, I took out a lot when I was using the 870 by people using P90s at like point blank range when I had the first shot in.
Yeah, the P90 is brutal. I've lost every gunfight against it I've gone into. Even with like using the P90 against the P90, I've lost the gunfight. I'm like, whoa. So that definitely is a little bit of an issue at this point in time. I mean, considering they nerfed every other's PDW's recoil, buffed every other PDW's recoil, and they seem to have nerfed the P90s. So let's hope they'll bring that back up to where it belongs.
Yeah.
Also, I know, like, the last time we did this, we talked about the suppression, and it was a really pain in the butt. I know that since I've gotten to play with it for a while now, honestly, the best perk to run, period, is the cover perk.
Yeah, I've been experimenting with that.
I mean, if you've got a full squad of people, and if you have one guy run the cover perk and another guy run the suppression perk, you will win almost every gunfight you get into.
Yeah, I'd say if you're in a squad with people you know and you've all got the proficiencies, you should definitely have one guy ammo, one explosives, and then your choice of either frags or cover and suppression, I guess. This would be
honestly
go-to setup.
At this point, if you join into a game and you're running solo by yourself, use the cover perk. Hands down, screw every other perk, use cover. And the only reason I say that is because I've experimented with this since patch release on PC side, and when people start shooting at you and you're using any of the other perks, you get heavily suppressed, but the second you put cover on, you'll actually be able to aim back and fire and most likely win the gunfight.
Yeah.
Because the chances are they're not running cover.
Yeah, I've noticed that when I've been running by myself, and you're right what you say, it does help out a lot. But the thing that still annoys me a lot is that the game has been out for months and months, and you still go into a random server when you're playing by yourself, and you see 3 engineers in your squad, and guess what perk they're all using? The explosives. And you're like, God damn it, man, come on. At least one of you want to change up, one go ammo, like you say, one go explosives, and the other 2 go suppress and cover, or, cover in frags or whatever, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
it just
I
boils.
don't know why people are like
It
that.
just boils down to situational awareness. I mean, you see so many people who just don't pay attention to spots, callouts, or even their mini-map. So chances of them noticing something like what proficiencies
Yeah.
everyone's using are pretty slim.
It's like, dude, how did you
Yeah.
see that guy behind us? It's like, well, he did come up as a big red triangle,
Yeah,
in the bottom
Well-
corner of your screen if you're paying attention.
Yeah, that little beeping noise you're hearing, that's called a motion sensor, and that orange triangle that was coming up the hill, yeah, that was, how I saw him.
yeah.
I don't know if you've tried this on PC yet, Jez, but I've been trying out the colorblind settings.
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of that on YouTube, and I don't know. I don't have a problem with visibility. I've just never had a problem with the standard green and orange and blue. I mean, I'm yet to
I've
try it
actually-
out. I mean, I'll probably give it a go at some point, but the only reason
been
I've
trying it
switched
out.
is because I don't really mind it.
Yeah, I've been trying it out the past day or so, and it's actually really kind of cool because it makes everything stand out a little bit more compared to, like if, say, one of your guys in your team is downed, well, okay, normally it's a little white circle
Yeah,
with the lightning bolt. Well, in the colorblind, now it's this bright, vibrant blue thing that you're like, ooh, there's a dead person over there. That means there's a bad guy. And when people mark people, they stand out a little bit more. So I actually find it to be a little bit more helpful than just playing it regular.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people picked up on as well. Because I know I'm subscribed to a few of the bigger guys out there, and it was in one of Shibby2142's videos, I believe. He did like a battlefield tip in 1 minute or less, and he put that out. And ever since then, all the videos I start to watch for PC users anyway, that's all what they're running.
yeah. Every time I see PC gameplays, colorblind's on.
Yeah, going through and like I said, I've been watching a lot of people's streams and stuff like that. And you actually don't find a lot of people who stream using the colorblind on PC. I only ran into 3 that were out of the masses that were broadcasting. And on the ones that were running colorblind, you could actually see a lot better. So
I'll probably give that a whirl then. Yeah, we should probably mention, since the last battle report, I have upgraded my PC. I've started playing PC Battlefield 3. And I stand by my sentiment that console players suck, so you can bite me.
That makes me a sad panda.
Oh,
I'm
come
a
on.
console
Dude,
player.
I'm a console player at heart, and
I hate you now.
no, seriously, I'm a console player, okay? I'm the first to admit, I'm full-blown a console player, and I hate other console players. That's just how it is.
You hate 99.9% of all console gamers apart from the 50 or 60 or 100 or so in your friend list.
Pretty much. I mean,
And
come
even
on.
then, some of them in your friend list are still douchebags
Oh,
at
no,
times. You're like,
absolutely.
God damn it, give me ammo.
When they
I'm like, what?
try and join my games and take me out in helicopters and stuff, it's just, what are you doing?
that's why I kind of like being on PC and, having a lot of people that are more console oriented on my channel. Because then I don't get them joining in on my games, and I'm like,
Yeah, except
yay!
me.
Well, I'm okay with you, Shim, Mark, any of those guys. I'm fine with that because usually when we all join in and we start having a laugh, or half the time we don't even notice we're all in the same server together.
Yeah.
Because we like to do sneaky shit to each other and then try to knife each other.
You run
Which Jez is
into,
probably still really sore about that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass. But yeah, you run into a lot of YouTube guys on PC. It's kinda weird.
Yes. I've run into quite a few. I've made Don't Blink my bitch a couple of times.
We ran into Elder Rat earlier, which was just weird.
Run into Level Cap.
Yeah, Level Cap and Mongol FPS playing on our server.
Yes, speaking of which, get on the server. I did some changing up on it right now. Now it is running nothing but Conquest. Mainly because I noticed when we were having Rush on there, people were just running through and using it to get the Rush medal. So I just switched it over. It's strictly a Conquest now, but it's a mix of the air and ground ones, and I basically got rid of the really shitty ones that always pissed me off, like Nosh Air Canals. So I know that sounds really bad, but I hate that map.
Yeah.
I hate it more than I hate Tehran Highway, and I
Yeah, that's
really
gonna
hate
hate.
Tehran Highway.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I mean,
There's
think
nothing
about it.
wrong with Nurshah. Come on now. There's a lot
Seriously?
worse maps out there than the Shark
I don't know.
Canals.
The only times I've ever really
Come on.
like raged the battlefield is on Nasha.
Exactly,
No.
because if you're on the American side, you're automatically fucked
Yeah.
if the enemy knows how to use a tank and a SOFLAM. You are screwed. Because you think, oh, sweet, I'll jump in the chopper and get to the shore. No, you're dead before you even lift off. So, I don't know. I hate that map, and I hate Tehran Highway. And I just don't like the way people move around Tehran Highway. And I think since the MAV thing has been fixed, and since on PC we got a back-end patch that we talked about, they fixed it so you can no longer go prone on the MAV on PC, which I haven't seen MAV riding on PC since the patch anyway.
Yeah, they actually released
So-
some stats on which platform had the most douchebags. And PC was right at the bottom.
Yeah, PC was at the bottom, and Xboxers, you win. Good job,
Oh,
guys.
like no one saw that coming.
I know. Yeah.
It's just why
Carnage.
can't we all be
Oh, wait.
friends?
Come on, it's all in
Just all be
it's all in
friends.
good humor.
Oh yeah, but you get the die-hard guys who are like, God damn it, I'm Xbox.
No, yeah, we
Woo,
literally had
Xbox till
someone
I die.
unsubscribe because I said I don't like
Yep.
console players.
You're like, God damn, man, come on. Like, we're all in it just to play Battlefield at the end of the day. It doesn't matter what platform you choose to play. You know, have
I
fun.
don't know.
and-
What the funny things are is like when you go on Forum Field, as we've gotten to call it, which is the battle log forums if you don't
I
know.
try to avoid it because I don't want to get banned. All my games.
That shit is funny to read on there because what's even better is you get those people that are like, I uninstalled this game 6 months ago. Then why the hell are you here? Go away. But
Yeah, there's some.
Either way.
Battlefield causes some real heated opinions.
it does, and it's, either side get really defensive, and it's, the PC guys get really defensive and angry about the console players and the way they treat the game, and the console players get angry at the PC guys for the way they treat the game. And it's like, really? It's the same game. Jesus, shut up. But the only reason I really go on the forums is to look at people's ideas that they're putting out and compare it to some of the rumors that are dropping for what's coming down in the patches. And some of the stuff, like we've talked about earlier, is like the night vision goggles possibly coming back.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
That would be awesome, as long as they give us some no shit night maps to use it on.
Yep.
Yeah, what are the night maps that we've got currently? Is it just Tehran?
I think it is,
Tehran
and it's
is
not
it.
dark, so
Yeah, that's not exactly dark, is it? Because you've got loads of street lights and stuff.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
if they do
But
bring out
honest-
the goggles, they should lower down the ambience and stuff.
yeah.
I think
So
the
it's actually
darkest,
like nighttime.
the darkest spot on any map is the tunnel on Damavan Peak. And that is the darkest spot. And especially if people shoot out all the lights in the little side passages,
I don't
Yeah,
even
you
know
don't
you
know
could
what
do
you're
that.
running into. Yeah, you can shoot out every light in those tunnels. And you can make that thing a pitch black death funnel. It's pretty bad when people do it too, because usually the defenders, when they're retreating, will blow out all those lights.
Oh wow.
Well, we know what Jace
Especially-
is going to do later.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go Sam Fisher on their ass.
He's gonna go find a Damavan Peak server. I gotta kill them all. Some of the other things that are possibly coming down the pipe, besides some nighttime maps, is snow maps.
Yay!
Which it'll be nice to finally have something other than one green map and the rest of them desert.
Yeah. That's mean we get some new camos, hopefully.
Well, I think it'd be cool to get like a snow camo in there or something. I mean,
Yeah, because then people would just think, like the Arctic tundra Just, what's that piece of grass over there? Oh no, wait, it's a man. And you're like, oh shit.
Well, what I find funny is even if we got a snow map, there'd still be that one dumbass who
Wearing
would run that
black.
black spec
Yeah.
Oscamo. Like, you
Yeah.
retard. And there'd be
Tries
that
to think it's a
sniper
rock or
going,
something.
really?
I'm a rock. No, you're not.
I'm a big black rock. Don't mind me running across the field. you know. There's a large wish list for like the vehicles to come back. I would actually, I think we've talked about this before, Jez, for some of the vehicles from Battlefield 2 to come back, like the Challenger 2 and stuff like that. But
Speaking
who
of snow
knows?
maps, the kind of one I would like to see is from Bad Company 2. I used to really like Port Valdez. That was pretty cool. So maybe something similar to that.
Hmm.
I could do with Port Valdez, but if they brought Cold War back, I'd be pissed because I hate that map.
I quite liked Cold War. I thought it was nice, especially on Squad Deathmatch. I was in like a nice little sort of close quarters.
Out of the Bad Company series, there's only really 2 maps. Well, 3 I'd actually like to come back. Harvest Day, and just because it was that long, huge area, Oasis, because that was a great rush map. I don't care what anyone says. And Valparaiso.
Actually, Valparaiso, that would look pretty cool on Frostbite 2.
It's all about heavy metal.
Heavy metal, though, was so linear.
Yeah.
It was just everyone would become a death threat right there at Bravo.
I did have fun on that map though. I can't remember if it's Nelson Bay or White Pass I'm thinking of, but one of those was really good.
Nelson
Well,
Bay was
Nelson Bay was
enjoyable.
Nelson Bay was the one where the Russians parachuted down in the forest.
Yeah, that one.
The Americans started off in like the little hill area.
Yeah, I really like
And
that map.
White Pass was the one with like the farm and then the village in the middle and then like the big factory warehouse thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about White Pass. Not whether I enjoy it or not. It kind of depends on the game
Although
I'm
I'd
in.
like to see Eureka Harbor in Frostbite too. I think that'd be interesting to see. Even though that was like the hardest map to get past the first set of MCOMs.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I've lost that map because we couldn't get past that first set.
I don't know.
Yeah, well-
I mean, it could happen. We got Bad Company 1 maps in Bad Company 2. It's just whether they're comfortable merging the series, I guess.
Well, I mean, it's kind of, maybe with the rumors that there's a Bad Company 3 coming, that's where we'll see all our favorite Bad Company maps come back.
Oh, there'll be a Bad Company 3. That's just gonna happen. I'm calling
Yeah,
it now.
That's where the rumor mill is sitting right now, is that there's the next Battlefield game is Bad Company 3. And then the next, game after that is probably going to be a sequel maybe for 2142.
Ooh.
Which I think that'd be kind of interesting to see in Frostbite 2.
Yeah.
But who knows, by that time it might be Frostbite 3. I don't know. Or Frostbite 2.5. So, as long as they bring back destroyable bridges and the ability to repair the bridge, I don't care. I don't know. Has anyone got anything else you'd like to talk about on this battle report?
There was something else that I'm trying to think. Like it was quite a big topic, but I can't remember what.
There is the battle log is now out and available for iPhones.
Yeah, the iPhone and Android. Yeah.
Android's coming soon. Honestly, if you have an iPhone, as someone who has an iPhone and has that app on there, don't expect to do a whole hell of a lot.
Is it free?
Yes, it's free.
Alright, yeah, when it comes out on Android, I'll probably get my girlfriend to get it.
I mean,
My phone sucks.
I don't have an iPhone or an Android, so I'm okay.
If you want to like see what's going on and like see what your friends have just recently unlocked or whatever, it's great for that. If you want to see where you're at with like your percentages, your win-loss ratio, stuff like that, it's great like that. But if you expect to be able to talk to anybody on your friends list, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, at least it's still better than COD Elite.
A
Anything's
gerbil and a
COD Elite.
wheel is better than a COD Elite. Come on. So, any of that stuff is actually, I think if they worked it a little better to where, like, the comm center, you could actually use it to, like, talk to your people that are online and be like, hey, I'll be home in, like, 20 minutes or whatever, we can jump on. I think that would be helpful.
That'd probably happen. I can see that happening.
Who knows? It took them this long just to get one for the iPhone and Android, so it'll be Bad Company 3 by the time we get it. So okay.
Did you guys see the fallout from when they tweeted and they put on the forums and stuff about it being on iPhone, this app?
No.
Like straight away on like I think it's Jinto or however you pronounce his name, he tweeted it and straight away he must have got like 1,000 messages, like replies saying, "What the fuck? What's up?"
Yeah, I think that's all we got left.
wait,
Just wrap it up. Az was saying something about the fallout that
Oh yeah.
Zinto is getting.
Yeah, I just mentioned his name and the call dropped. It must be like an omen. It's like, don't do it,
Ooh.
man. Don't do it. Yeah, like straight away what I was saying is he tweeted out that we've got an app available for iPhone users of the battle log, and straight away he got like 1,000 message like saying what the hell, what about Android?
Oh.
And I just sat back and I just laughed. And even though I don't have an iPhone or an Android, I thought, hey, I'm gonna hop on this bandwagon. I sent him a couple of hate on tweet.
What's funny is as one of the community managers, he gets so much hate, but everyone ignores the fact that there is another community manager.
I think it's because the other manager, he just like keeps his head down and he just gets on with things, whereas Zinto actually just tweets everything and he talks loads, and people just think, fuck you, you're not doing your job properly, fuck off.
What's funny though is like Crash, the other CM, absolutely keeps his mouth shut, and if you actually send him messages, he actually responds back to you, and as long as you're civil with him, he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But trying to get a response from Zinto is like pulling teeth from a dead horse. So I mean, but yeah, he gets so much hate.
Well, it's safe to say he didn't reply to any of my tweets, so I was a little bit disappointed. And one of them was reasonably polite as well. He said, I've got a long night in the office. Have you guys got any good jokes for me? And I said something like, oh yeah, I've got a good one.
Oh god, yeah, I saw that.
Did you see that? I was like, yeah, I've got a good one. What company develops a game and releases a patch when none of their staff play the game, or something like that? Oh shit, I'll have to look it up. It's totally ruined the joke. Oh, it was funny shit though. Jez knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I was just praying to God that he would reply. I was just so ready to like burn him, just totally own his ass, but no. He didn't rise to the occasion. I was bitterly disappointed.
He was probably thinking Activision.
Yes.
Yes. So, I don't know. Big thing, guys, I guess, would be if you're bitching about suppression, use the cover perk. If you're like Jez and don't know how to use the FAMAS still, go ahead and watch my last video. I talked about it. I don't know what you're on about, dude. I love that gun now.
The magazine, if you so much as look at it.
I don't know what you're on about. I mean, I pull off doubles and triples with that thing now.
Yeah, but I'm a console player.
Console lo 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 lo.
I don't know. I got my Razor Death Adder now. I feel lethal.
He's slowly but surely coming to the dark side.
I'm getting better. I'm actually starting to prefer it as well.
Well, I mean, as someone who was originally a PC guy who came to console, the going back to PC, all it is reawakening that inner demon in me that says destroy everything. On PC, I almost kind of feel like a fish out of water when you like do switch between the two, and just cut out console completely, go straight to PC, and everything works out great.
It is kind of a weird going from like small games where you're guaranteed to be near the top spot to suddenly you're just nobody, and you just nobody in the middle of this meat grinder, just getting your ass handed to you. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, it does take. I'd hate to say this is bad against the console guys, but on PC it actually does take a little bit more skill.
It really does. I will say this as a console player who has come over to PC Battlefield. It really does, people generally are much more perceptive of what's going on in the match. They're far more aware of flanking routes. They're just generally sneakier and a lot more deadly, a lot more accurate.
That,
Well.
well, because A, the mouse gives you the accuracy,
Yeah.
and B, where you aim with the mouse is where you're going to be shooting. I mean, you don't have auto assist here. So you have to know how to aim, you have to know what you're going to shoot at. Because if you just, come in with the whole PS3, Xbox mindset of, well, I'll get close to it and then it'll just pick right up onto them, you're wrong.
Yeah, you need to be dead on.
You have to know how to aim, you have to, and what's funny is like some of the stuff where like my flank routes for Xbox and all that stuff, you try that on PC, there's like 10 guys standing
I've
there.
noticed that a lot. Some of those like routes where it's like if I went on console I'd get like a quad because there'd just be 4 guys not paying attention. There's like a couple of lethal bastards already aiming down the sight waiting for me.
Yeah. And, yeah, you still run into prairie dogs and
Of course,
your
I mean,
gargoyles. But what's funny is on the other team, for every single one of your prairie dogs and gargoyles, there's at least another one on the other team looking at that guy. And the sniper battles are actually pretty interesting to watch on PC. Because you just see tracer rounds flying back and forth across the map. So, I mean, it's not saying, oh, well, it doesn't take skill to play on console. It does take a fair amount of skill, but not nearly the same amount of skill.
Because if it didn't, everyone would just be fighting for that top spot.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, on PC we do have people who hack and use cheats and all this other stuff, but we have that same problem on consoles.
The same problems exist, it's just... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting at. The same problems exist on both sides, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, even if it's, people owning servers and being douchebag admins, the same things happen on both sides. You can't control it. And if it comes down to it and you get banned from a server, kicked from a server, killed by some douchebag admin, just find a different server.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. And don't go on the frickin' battle log forums and complain, because all you're going to do is just get yelled at by 50 different other people going, shut up and find a different server. So, I think the only one of us here that has a console server would be Carnage that we know of. I don't think anyone...
Yeah, I forgot what he called it.
I don't know. I don't play on the console. So.
Well, if you want to check out Carnage's server, it's on the 360. Just go on his Twitter. He's tried it out a couple of times, and we of course have our Alkaline Network server on PC. If you search the ALKN tag, it should come up. I doubt.
Yeah, just clear everything else out of there and just search ALKN. Uncheck everything but like, the Punk Buster and the Ranked, and you'll find it. Usually one of us tries to be in there. Usually when we get to like the weekend, we try to be in there a little bit more. Usually like if we see one person on, someone will usually jump in.
Yeah, I mean we still got to set it all up and get our admin statuses going and everything, but I mean once it's all set up, you'll have a good place to play with fair admins and no bullshit, so... Yeah.
And I think we're going to have, like, simple rules, like, don't fly into the enemy's base and steal their vehicles. Yeah. That's, I think that's about it. And, don't be a douchebag.
Yes, pretty much. Don't be a douchebag, you'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to be a douchebag, we can be douchebags right back at you, so...
And you do not want that.
No. But other than that, we can say thanks to Forever Azrael for coming back on the battle report with us.
That's been a pleasure as always, guys. It's been really enjoyable.
Jez, you got any final thoughts?
Not really. I'm just gonna take a moment to stress, there's no console war bullshit going on this channel or from any of us. We love you all. Don't take us seriously. That would be a huge
Well,
mistake.
don't take us seriously when we're BSing about the consoles.
That's pretty much it.
All right. Well, if that's it, we will see y'all on the battlefield and learn how to shoot. Peace out, guys.
Later.